welcome to another episode of the Beyond the Fence podcast presented by Headbanger Sports with your hosts, Coach Rack, Chris, and Mike. Today we are joined by another Mike. Mike Cornell is marketing manager, works for DeMarini. Mike, thanks for being here, man. How'd you first get into the job you're working right now?
Well, I actually worked at a mom and pop sporting goods store over in St. Pete called Gulf Shore Sports, and it's kind of where I cut my teeth in this. And soon after, got a job with a little company up in Tennessee called Worth, and worked for them for about 5-6 years. And then I went to go work for a company called Mizuno, and worked with them for 3 or 4 years, and then actually came back to Worth when they were purchased by K2 and Rawlings. So I worked for them for quite a while, actually. And then about 7 years ago, opportunity came to come over here to DeMarini, and it was a good opportunity for me and my family, and so I came over here, and it's it's been an adventure. So get to work with these guys here, and have a great relationship with HB, and they're one of our best business partners in the bat and glove and bat bags. They really carry full line all our products throughout the whole Wilson family. So yeah, it's been a really good ride. So I've enjoyed it so far, and we're excited about some stuff we got coming down the pike.
And you got to meet your favorite person ever. Just saying. Me.
Oh yeah, Mike Talbot, factory hitter, ladies and gentlemen, factory hitter Mike Talbot. Yeah, we can't forget about Mike. Yeah.
So okay, Worth, we got Mizuno, back to Worth, Rawlings, DeMarini. So you've been around the block a little bit with all these different companies. When you first got into this, like, did you play baseball growing up? Like, what gave you a passion for baseball, or did you even have one? Did it kind of just fall into your lap?
Yeah, I mean, I played a little bit of everything. I played basketball, baseball, football, like most kids did growing up in the 70s. And so I'm kind of dating myself.
The 70s.
Yeah. But always, I've always been, I've always had a passion with sporting goods and sneakers and everything else. And so the sporting goods path was kind of, I guess, preordained when I was a kid. I worked part-time in a couple small mom and pop sports shops, and, it's always been kind of in my DNA and my blood. So, my path to where I'm at now was, it was long. I'm not going to kid you. It was long and sometimes arduous, but it was, it's just a great industry. I mean, there's such good technology and product right now that it's just gotten better and better.
Wait, Corny hasn't told you is his history in the Coast Guard. He was also in the Coast Guard. Yeah. Served in the, how long was it?
Yeah, 9 years.
9 years.
Yeah. And most of it in South Florida. So
is that how you got down here?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, that's, Uncle Sam got me down here to Florida, and it's lived down here for quite a while, actually. Lived in Miami, lived in Tampa. That's where my wife's from. And, now I'm up in the Carolinas and have been there since I took the job with Worth back in 99.
Were you selling Worth at when Diamond and Ice was open up?
I don't think I had. I think my territory, I was actually a sales guy for Worth. So I had North and South Carolina when I started, and then expanded into Virginia.
You might have been.
Yeah.
I don't know if you were all the way up there yet, though. But
I can't remember who sold.
I mean, it was definitely his time because it was a legit.
You might have had Norman. Norman might have been
your
rep. Norman Pates, I believe, in the state of Virginia. But yeah, I mean, it's been interesting, working for different companies and their approach to, bats and obviously gloves and, the whole gamut. Every company I've been with has done uniforms. So, you get to learn a little bit about everything. And that's the best part of the ride is that, my old sales manager used to tell me it's a 4-legged stool. And if you're not selling all the categories, if one of those legs is not part of the chair, it tips over. So, some good advice from a guy, years ago, but, yeah, it's been an awesome ride though. And getting to work with these guys, they're great because they're ground level people. They go to the fields, they understand what goes on out there. And it's always important. I think, if you're going to sell product, you should know something about the people that are buying it and how they feel about it. So these guys do a great job.
Oh, well, thank you, Corny.
Well,
makes me feel good, man.
Yeah, well,
all warm and fuzzy.
I want to break some ice here. You've worked for so many different companies in the industry. What's your favorite one? Ooh.
Hit me with that.
Can we talk about that?
I'll say this. I'll give you the politically
off
correct
the record?
The politically correct answer is I'm fortunate. I'm very fortunate
right.
to have worked for all top flight major league companies. And,
Yep.
and you know, when you see the advent of where it started and where it is now, I've worked some of the best people in the industry. You know, I could go down. It's a long list of people that have helped me get to where I'm at, and I'm thankful. You know, very thankful for the opportunities I've had. So all the companies have their own strengths, and you know they're
Good political answer.
well, I mean, but it's true though. I mean, honestly, it is true. That, you know, I've been fortunate to have worked for some of the best people in the industry. So.
It seems like this industry is so small. Everybody knows everybody, and if you burn one bridge, it's like you burn all of them.
Yeah, and I think
unless you're, we're not going to talk.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means, but anyway.
Do. Oh, you do.
Anyway, yeah, I think I've worked for some of the best people. And my current boss I have now is phenomenal. I mean, his name's Pat Ryan. He takes really good care of me. He's always got my back, and he brought me in here and has had faith in me to kind of guide some of the slow pitch stuff. We have great engineers here at DeMarini. I mean, they do a fantastic job, and obviously our the Wilson glove line, the A2000s. I mean, they're top of the line. I mean, there's not much better than those.
Speaking of Wilson A2000s, we just dropped some custom A2000s on the website.
Yeah, I saw those, man. They're beautiful. Looking at some of them
beautiful
when I came
A2000s. What?
Yeah, you guys have always done a fantastic job with your custom, SMUs for HB, and the gloves look phenomenal.
Speaking of, Corny, I got to tell you something. So Rack on the other line here is going to do we're going to do a giveaway type of deal. I guess it's really more of a competition. Okay. We're going to have all of our audience and Rack's audience build their own custom glove for Rack.
Oh, okay.
So all of his 500 million subscribers that he has on TikTok and Threads and all that other good stuff can choose a cool design. And I'm guessing Ryan, is it Ryan? What's Ryan's last name? At Wilson.
Oh,
the glove guy.
Ryan Smith,
who's does a fantastic job of all of his custom stuff. But I'm sure that maybe we could put Rack on there somehow. See if that's possible.
Yeah, I'm sure they can do a lot with them gloves. I mean, you can get. Even you've seen some of the new materials they use now for the back of the glove. I mean, they just get better and better.
Yeah.
And I think that and again, work with Rawlings, work with Wilson. Who's better than those two? And Mizuno.
I don't know which one's better to you.
I don't know that. You're trying to put me in a box here, and I'm not buying it, Chris.
Kidding.
Good try though, but no, I mean that's we always talk about bats a lot, right?
Yeah.
But man, some of the gloves that I've seen with some of these companies I've been with are phenomenal. I mean, the feel, the fit, the innovation of the pockets, the welting.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the attention to detail is second to none.
It's a lot different than the old Ken Griffey Jr. Rawlings I used to put on my hand.
TB13. Yeah, I remember that glove. I actually had one of those. Glove, man. That's the first glove I used in softball.
Yep.
Trapeze. Yeah.
Lasted all of about a season.
Yeah. Yeah. But man, it was a good.
But you used it for 4 years because you couldn't afford anything.
That's exactly right. Yeah.
What glove did you use, Rack, when you were coming up through?
Yeah, so I used when I was younger, I used a Rawlings Sandlot series because I thought it looked sweet. That was when I was maybe like 10. And then in high school, I actually used a Nocona. I used one that I loved, but I put too much oil on it and it got super heavy. So like super heavy to where it was already heavy to begin with. And then.
Yes, and the Noconas are heavy anyway.
They are, but they're nice gloves.
They are. But then I bought another one though, and then another Nocona, and that one, I don't know if I got something like a defective glove or what. And I'm not just like blaming that on my bad fielding on it. It's just like, it was genuinely like, it's shaped like an outfielder's glove. Like, I mean, I bought it and it was okay. And I broke it in like I would break any other glove in, but it got super floppy, super quick. And this was years ago. So, I'm sure they've changed things since, but.
Say, if I could get my kid out of a Wilson A2000 right now, I probably would. But it's like every other year he wants a new glove, infield glove, outfield glove.
We're happy to sell him.
Yeah,
too, Chris. It's not a problem at all.
It's not really selling it to him. It's just like, here, Landon. Here's a glove.
Very true. He's like, can I get another glove? I'm like, yeah, go ahead and pick one out. Sean was like, what's wrong with you? Everything. My kid.
It's like
everything. Everything.
What's not wrong with it?
He's a single child, right? So
I can see why you call him one line Mike.
One line Mike, baby.
I'm starting
Yeah,
to see
it's
why.
just one line.
He hits you from the.
he hits you with a little.
He's like over here in
subtle
the
jab.
corner. Yeah, all of a sudden he gets you a nice.
Ever since the ice baths, though, it's turned into like 2, 3, 4 line mic, and I'm here for it. I like it.
Pre-workout Mike was like, we're on another
I
whole
do
level.
pre-workout every day.
It was
So,
great. I enjoyed it.
It wasn't
fun to talk.
pre-workout. It was the ice baths.
Oh.
Still doing them though. I'm just
So
tired
Mike,
today.
walk me through. I know this has been a busy year for you, especially at the slow pitch level, because you're back and forth to Vieira, you're back and forth to all the big tournaments. What's a normal day like?
Well, typically, you got, I have 55 men and women that are, our factory pros, and they're spread out all over the complex. So, I'm getting about 25,000, 30,000 steps a day in.
Ooh.
And that's even, like I said, we have a golf cart too, but even with the golf cart, you're still doing
walking
12 or 13,000. Yeah. Cause you're all over the place. So it's a long day. I try to do, you guys see some of my videos I cut and stuff for the, for the players and stuff. And, we have a really, really good staff here at DeMarini, both on our men and our women. And, we have a couple teams that predominantly swing our bats, which is always cool. We have Lady S&I. They're a fully sponsored DeMarini team. And then we also had Sports Reach, a lot of the guys on that team, the AA level were swinging them. And then, on the Sunnies team, we had, Magnum, Barnes, Yates, and we had, I'm missing somebody here, but we had 5 players on that team.
Pitcher,
swinging
right?
DeMarini. Yeah, it's Sport Williams. Yeah. So, I mean, it's, and they made a nice run. They came in second in the major.
Pretty good.
Took Rismondo to the IF game. So that was, it was really cool to see. And, they call it the greatest show in slow pitch softball. And, you get to see some of these guys, and you got to give credit to the Rismondo team. They've got some of the best hitters in the game on their lineup, top to bottom is pretty potent. So, for them to battle back, and take that to an IF game was impressive. And, and then we had, our Chaos, they won the women's AA, women's World Series. So, it's always fun to come down. We had, 8 or 9 players that were picked on the all conference and on the all world team. So
it's awesome.
Yeah, it was a good year for DeMarini on the field, and, the product, it just continues to, I think, to get better.
Had the defensive player of the year also.
That's correct. Heath Barnes was the defensive player of the year. And, so it was a really solid year for the brand. And, and then you look at a guy like Heath Barnes, he's, not the biggest guy on the field, but he hits for power. I mean, he was
definitely hitting in the final.
Oh my gosh, man. I mean, he was hitting balls, off the scoreboard. And
Jeez.
Yeah, and this is a guy really known for defense, but he can really hit. I mean, the Vanilla Gorilla had a great World Series. Jeremy Yates, I've always said, as left-handed hitters go, he's one of the best in the game. And then Sport Williams was a young, he's never played in a major before. And I thought he held his own on the mound, kept.
He had that one inning. That was it.
Yeah.
That was really, he had that one inning where it was in the IF game too. And that was kind of like the deciding factor.
Well, it's tough when you get in a blender with those guys over at Rismondo because they have so much power. I mean, it's all you can hit, right? And that's their element.
Yep.
And they have some of the best, in the game.
And some of the guys were like on absolute fire.
Yeah.
KP, I think he made one out the whole weekend.
He was hitting them over the batter's eye one after another.
And then Bradley was hitting
Bradley Jones. I mean, you got
Marshburn was on fire.
Cornell, who's Greg Cornell is still one of the best hitters in the game.
Crazy too. He's been there so long.
He's been there a long time.
And you got Phil
Matt was. I mean, it's just there's really no chinks in the armor.
Mm-hmm.
So for what Sonny's was able to accomplish, they scored 51 runs, I believe, in the first game. And
I think on the live stream they said they pulled out two cases of balls.
Oh, I believe.
And they used almost all of 2 cases of balls
in the one final
for the 2 games.
The 2 games. Yeah.
And I want to say there was like 50 something home runs hit in the first game.
So when at the conference level, are they just throwing new balls in every time? They're not going to get the old ones and reusing
No,
them?
they go and get them. Andy Purcell, who's now he's one of the site directors for the conference softball. he's a bird dog when it comes to softballs.
Running out,
he's
trying to track them all
You
down.
ain't gonna lose many softballs when Andy's around.
Well, they had that guy out there in the Dudley tent.
Yeah,
that was getting
that's Robbie. He's out in the Dudley tent.
He was actually getting belted with the
balls
ball.
Yeah. So they don't, I don't think, I mean, I've helped out with a couple conference events in the Carolinas. Balls, man, it's tough to keep them.
Absolutely.
These guys can hit them, and they can hit them a long way.
Say tournament directors crack me up because they always usually just give you like 3 or 4 balls, and after that, it's kind of on your own.
Right.
Everybody's tracking them down as they're hitting them out.
Paying a little kid $1 a ball.
Yep.
I mean, you come in with 9 cases of balls, and you walk away with 2. And you're like, where'd they all go?
So, Corny, I got to ask, because one of the things that we've talked about in the previous episodes is how slow pitch is not easy. And a lot of people bash us on our comments, and they're like, oh, man, you're playing an underhand sport. Ball's coming in underhand. It's coming at 10 miles an hour. What's
it's
your
11 miles an hour. What
is your viewpoint on slow pitch?
Well, I think that, for every baseball player that I've heard say that, I'll never play slow pitch. It's, easy and, it's underhand and, to your point, coming in 8-9 miles an hour.
11.
I've seen some of them. Yeah. That's in Clearwater only.
Well, I mean,
but no, I mean, I've seen some guys come out of baseball that were studs and they get into slow pitch and they find out that not as easy as they thought it was. And from the, when you talk about the conference level, I know there's a lot of players that play at all the different levels that, they'll watch a conference game and go, I can do that.
Mm-hmm.
What they don't realize is these guys are facing the same teams every week, right? Every weekend. All the teams know where these guys' tendencies are, and they still hit 650, 700, 750, which to me, back when I was playing, I played at lower levels, you might play a different team every weekend.
Yep.
And see different teams every weekend, right? So if I'm a guy that dumps it in right field, I can do that all day because nobody knows you, right?
Sure.
But these guys, everybody, the pitcher, they go, hey, right there, they're directing their infield and shifting on them and stuff, and they still hit it through there. And to me, that's the most impressive thing. And I think sometimes these guys don't get enough credit for being as good as they are, being able to hit against teams that know all their tendencies.
Absolutely.
Where do they usually go?
Yeah. I basically said the exact same thing.
It's true. Yeah. And then
they can hit consistently whatever the outcome is, or
and they adjust. You see them adjusting in the box to where the pitchers, in baseball, you always tell your kid, hey, you watch that pitcher when you're on deck. Look what his tendencies are. Watch his arm muscles. How does he adjust? What pitch he's going to throw? You can pick a lot of that stuff up.
Mm-hmm.
And slow pitch, I mean, you're going to get a really good knuckleball. If it's windy, you get a little more movement on it, and that's why I've always said if anybody's ever faced Andy Purcell, I've never seen anything like it.
It was funny because we had D-Rock on here, and he goes, oh, be at the winter bracket final facing Andy Purcell with the wind blowing. It's a hope and a dream, and everybody's like, you're an idiot. That's what everybody kept saying.
I'm telling you,
his ball does some crazy things.
Yeah, and he can command. I mean, a team could be hitting fairly well against him for, say, innings 1 through 5, but he gets into that 6th and 7th inning, and it's on lockdown mode. I mean, he's locating balls you see some of these guys are like 2 for 2 in the game or 3 for 3, and by the time they get to the 5th inning, they're looking around going, "What the hell just happened?" Yeah. He's throwing a completely different pitch now.
That's why. How many MVPs does he have?
I mean, I don't know the exact number, but it's a lot.
It's up there.
It's a lot. Yeah, it's about as how many cell phones you've had.
That's a lot.
No, there's no way.
No, it's close. I mean,
there's zero
chance.
That's
Mike Talbot I'm talking about, by the way.
The only thing he has less of are trash cans.
Wow.
Because my man Andy loves beating on a trash can.
Yeah. Well, that's why they started going to Rubbermaid instead of using metal. So, but he's the best. I mean, like I said, he's one of the best I've ever seen. And the thing he didn't get a lot of credit for either. He was really good. He was a good hitter. In his prime now.
He got really good too.
Yeah.
Because he really wasn't a hitter before, and then he put work into it.
Yeah. Well, I think when he moved to Florida, he started working out with
you can actually
Kendo and some of the guys down in Naples when he first moved down here. He could spin a ball about as good as anybody.
Well, I'm telling you, I think what we need to do is bring Rack down and put him in a conference event and see how he does at third base.
Yeah,
on Rack's corner.
That sounds terrifying.
You get to play. Yeah. You get to play far back.
Yeah. Okay, that sounds a little better then. As long as I got some reaction time, you know what I mean?
And then
But
you can skip the throw to first base because it's on turf, so you'll be fine.
you can play as deep as you want, but 110 to 120 is 110 to 120.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter where
while
you're
it
at.
rises.
Yeah, just hope you're on turf, not dirt.
I've never played slow pitch, but when I was playing ball, like on turf fields, I'd feel a lot more confident because it was like at least they could hit a ball 110, 105, whatever. But if it's on turf, I can at least get a fairly predictable bounce. You're playing on these dirt fields, no matter how nice and well manicured they are. It's like you just never know what you're going to get, and that's always a scary thing.
Yeah,
And you go to like MLB stadium, it's like turf with dirt.
I know, yeah, it's just immaculate. I know.
I remember when we did that home run derby or that home run tournament that Rock and Wilson used to put on, and we had to play Harvey and all them in the finals.
Yeah. How'd that work out for you, Mike?
We almost beat them twice.
Almost. That was the key word.
Well, I mean, we have a regular team versus a
Did you
conference
pick that up,
team.
Chris? Almost.
I mean, look,
almost.
Ken and them beat them.
Well, listen,
Ken had a good team though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Ken and them beat them.
He's had good teams all the way through. Actually, that brings up a good point. So you just said something about sponsoring teams and whatnot. You have DeMarini factory teams now. What does it actually take to get that DeMarini sponsorship? Because I know Ken, when he first started the business itself, it was more geared towards, sponsorships for the team and helping make money for travel and expenses and all that. And then DeMarini kind of was like, well, we don't do that anymore. We don't do like the team sponsorships, but we can sell product. Do you expect that out of your factory teams now, or is it kind of, some of these teams are just that good?
Well, a lot of our players are attached to either dealers or, you know how that works. I mean, and so as far as the team part goes, a lot of it, I think people see the product performing on the field. They want to be a part of it. And anytime we can get teams, it makes it easier for me, for sure, because
For marketing,
because
Sure.
they're going to be in one place at one time, not spread out everywhere. But, when I came over here, one of the things you guys know, when I was at Worth, we had Rismondo was our flagship team. We had GTL was one of our better A teams. We had Reds. We had a lot of great teams. And in fact, in 1 year, I'm trying to remember what the year it was, from the D World all the way up to the major, those teams won a USSSA World in every category, every level. So, and I don't know if that's, I don't know how many times that's ever happened, but that was impressive. But, I've always been big on having players and teams because I think it adds credibility to your brand. And when people are watching the live streams, that's the great part about it is, 10 years ago, you didn't have all that.
Yeah.
Now you got live streaming and people can see the product working on the field, and they can see what, what is Magnum swinging, what's Yates swinging, what's Barnes swinging, what's, Orlando Oliveira, any of our guys at all the different levels. Jeff Roxby, who's, he's he's an HB guy. Yeah, he's a standard issue guy. I mean, it's always good to see what these guys are swinging, and they can see that now on the live stream, which I think is important. And
technology, man.
Yeah, technology. So, that's, it's like anything else through social media and live streaming and things like that, podcasts like what we're on now, being able to either see it or talk about it is the new way of doing business.
Yeah.
And if you don't have those elements, then, sometimes
Out of luck.
You're out of luck. Exactly. So
I want to say outside of Louisville, DeMarini is the only company in Slowpitch that actually has other brands too that they have to worry about.
yeah, that's
You
true.
got Worth is softball only, Mikan softball only.
Mm-hmm.
You got Easton, so they do everything.
What percentage of DeMarini sales are slow pitch?
It's
I mean,
obviously
I know baseball's huge. Fast pitch
baseball
is huge.
fast pitch is
Bags are
huge. And slow pitch is definitely the smallest category here. But I think that the backbone of the company, the DNA of DeMarini, from Ray forward, and guys like Jerry Garnett,
Jerry,
Ty Goodwin, engineers that we've had that have been in the building, Don Leffler. We've had guys that have been in the building a long time, and there's also some people that have retired.
Mm-hmm.
But one of the attractions of this company when I took this job was I already knew they were very buttoned up there on the engineering side. I mean, the factory, you walk through that factory out there, it's unbelievable. I mean, it's a well-oiled machine. It's one of the cleanest factories I've ever been in, to be honest with you. I mean, the people out there are great people.
I mean, DeMarini Wilson in general is just a upper class company in itself.
Yeah.
You didn't know all DeMarini slow pitch bats are assembled in the USA?
Correct. Yeah, they're all assembled in Hillsboro, Oregon, at the factory. And
Is that considered USA, Oregon?
Yes, it is.
I'm just kidding.
It is.
It's
Well,
way
you
over
you
there.
can continue to try to get me in trouble. But no, I mean, the people out there are great, from the engineers to the warranty department to the, we have some great people in our shipping department. They just all do a great job. And people on the factory floor, I mean, you go in there and watch them. And like I said, it's like a well-oiled machine. They get the job done. And, we just got a lot of good people out there. And, and then when you take Wilson and Chicago and some of the great people that work there, it's an awesome company. It's a great company to be a part of. And, I'm very, very fortunate to be able to work for great companies throughout my career. And, Wilson, second to none. I mean, they're as good as it gets.
We should get our fabulous rep, Brian, over there to get us an invite to the factory so we can actually put together one of our own exclusives one year. That'd be a great video.
That would be a great video, Brian.
You're invited.
Okay,
There you
thanks.
go. You heard that live, folks. Yep.
One-liner,
So
Brian.
Yep. You guys go ahead and book your flights and everything. Brian's got it covered. Don't worry about it. Yeah.
Easiest yes
Yep.
ever.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's I think DeMarini and Louisville in a whole, which is all owned by Wilson. A-Tech also owned by Wilson now, right? Evo Shield. I think
Solomon.
as a brand in general, you guys are high upper class, just professional, etc. I mean, it seems that way. It's always been that way with us. We've always been treated with respect. We've always been given as much as we possibly could, to a sense anyway. And then there's always the, they take all the people that shouldn't be selling the product and get rid of it because you don't want people devaluing your product for no reason. So it's great to kind of be a part of that family.
Yeah.
Well,
They definitely set the standard
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah. And I mean, again, it's relationships, right? I mean, if you don't have relationships with your customers, if you don't have a front facing ability to interact with them and stuff, I don't think you're hitting the mark.
Right.
I think that it's important. I mean, I think my relationship with you guys since I came here has been nothing but fantastic. And I want to give Ken Firetag a lot of credit too.
He's somewhat of a good guy.
He's okay. Yeah, he's all right.
He's all right.
But I'm just saying though, it's me and him talk a lot about relationship. And do you guys feel like what's I mean, when you guys look at all the different companies you deal with, you have to make choices sometimes, right?
do.
And I understand, that if we're not hitting the mark on something somebody else is, you got to go in that direction. So it's tough for you guys because relationships are important.
Yep.
And I think that from a standpoint of every company I've been with, I've always treated my dealers as
Family,
partners,
friends almost.
friends. Yeah, we have a friendship, we have a bond. So working with you guys is it's been great, and getting to know Ken more and you guys more, it's been phenomenal. And I enjoy doing some of the stuff like we do at Port St. Lucie Mets, and charitable things and stuff, like anything we can help with.
Yep.
And I think that stuff, that's important. You got to get outside your box,
The normalcy.
the normal stuff, right? And do other things. So I appreciate what you guys do, just even outside of the sport itself or the business part of it. So
The giving back.
correct.
Yeah, it's
And
important.
I think that's something
It's
that a lot of people-
grassroots.
they overlook that stuff.
I think people forget that's kind of what DeMarini started as a real grassroots program with Ray DeMarini and being, opening Slowpitch across the country and kind of building it out of a garage for the most part. And then that's kind of Slowpitch will never go away from DeMarini, I'd imagine.
No, I don't think. Like I said, it's still the backbone to me of the company. Maybe not from the sales number part of it, but definitely from the
That's what started DeMarini.
where a lot of products come from designs that were started in slow pitch. Whether it be baseball or fast pitch and other things. And I think that we can hang our hat knowing that we're always going to be involved in all the categories. And that's one of the things that was very important to me when I came over here, is that we maintain the high level and listen to the customers, listen to the players. We use a slogan, factory to field, right? And that's important, that you listen to what players are telling you, what dealers are telling you, and be able to react to it. And I think with our line that we're coming out with next year, I think you'll see that's a byproduct of the information that was collected, the data from the field, and what we're seeing.
Is that a subtle hint?
It's a good hint.
Is
I mean,
the D making a comeback? Oh, I'm sorry. We coming.
We coming. Yeah, not to quote a famous
D is
football
coming,
coach,
huh?
but we are coming. Yeah, and
We
I'm
coming.
very excited about it. And like I said, I like to win, and I don't like to lose. So we're gonna come really hard, next year in the bat market.
But you're a Hurricanes fan, so
I am a Hurricanes fan. I always will be.
You like to lose somewhere.
Come on, man. I mean, you guys take shots at us now, but they coming too.
They're not coming.
Mario,
nowhere.
yeah, they
But
are.
they're coming
You'll
hard.
see.
They're
You'll see.
gonna-
Yeah.
That's definitely going to turn into a clip.
Hashtag swing the D. We coming.
That's it.
Hard.
Yep. Might be some T-shirts on the horizon.
I like that.
Yeah.
There you go. All right, Mike, I got a question for you, man. So what's something you're excited for in the near future? I know you just mentioned something with next year. What's something, you've been obviously doing this for a long time. What's something about your job right now or something that's on the horizon that's exciting to you?
Well, I just think, the advent of new equipment, of new designs, new platforms. I mean, that gets me jacked up, because I like it when I come in here and listen to these guys and they're saying, man, we couldn't keep that bat on the shelf, or we sold out of that thing in 48, 72 hours. That's what I like to hear. So I'm,
Us too.
I get, again, I'm very competitive. I hate to lose. And, I want to, we're here to win and we're going to win. And, these guys are going to be a big part of it. And, I think all the DeMarini, dealers across the country, when they see some of this new stuff, they're going to be really excited about it.
I've seen some of it already. Some really good paint jobs though.
So, Rack, did you swing DeMarini when you were a kid?
I actually did. Yeah. The first bat I ever got was a DeMarini Nitro, which was,
Old school.
It was old school.
Yeah. The one with the flames on it and everything. I got that bat for like 3 or 4 or 5 years in a row. I swung that. I don't know. I feel like I swung everything at some point, but yeah, the first bat I ever got, I think was the first bat I ever got was a Worth. I think it was a little like Worth T-ball bat. And then it was from there, DeMarini. Yeah.
Well, I know one time you probably swung a Prodigy. I know you did.
A Prodigy. No, dude. Well, I definitely saw it, but I didn't have one. I had what was it? Copperhead?
Rack's young, so he probably swung like a CF5 or something.
Dude, CF4 actually.
CF4, man. You're really going back to the archives now.
Yeah, I know. I'm not that young, you guys.
No, you are though.
Compared to everybody else on this podcast, you're really young. You are basic.
Yeah.
So he has like this content creators meeting, right? So it has like a ton of the top guys that are all on there, and we're listening to them. And I'm sitting next to my wife, and she's like, "Everybody seems so young." Just because we're getting old. We're getting old, man.
I can tell you right now, I'm the oldest guy in this room right now. So, you guys be careful with the senior citizen jokes here. Just remember, always respect your elders.
Can we go to Denny's after this?
Get the senior discount.
I get free coffee. I think I get free coffee there.
Really?
Yeah, especially
sounds
if
like
we
a
take
win.
Brian with us.
Hold
If
up.
we take Brian with us, we got it made.
Are you older than Brian?
I don't know. How old are you, Brian? 63. Same age.
Oh. Hold up. What
Exact
month?
same age.
What month?
I'm December.
Oh,
Oh,
see?
he-
So
He's
he's the
older.
oldest.
All right, Brian, you've taken the
So-
taken the award, man.
I want to go back to that little subtle hint that you gave to everybody on the slow pitch side. I want to know what's the new technology that's coming out down the road that you're all excited about.
Well, obviously, people want the D&E players. What are they looking for?
Hot out of the wrapper.
Hot out of the wrapper, faster break in. So we'll be making some moves in that area, and we have some new handles that I'm very excited about that we haven't actually put on these particular platforms before. So, it's.
So we talking like standard issue?
We're talking. No, these will be a little bit different. Actually, these are to me they're brand new platforms.
Nice.
Stuff we've never used before.
Exciting.
And we've done some testing with them, and I've personally had the prototypes in some of our players' hands, and they're coming back with rave reviews. So this is the part of the bat business that you got to keep up. You can't sit back on your laurels. And coming out of 2019, there wasn't a hotter bat than the red bat and
Red, not a lie.
the old ice bat from Dale's old bat, and then the even the white the white midload
That was my favorite bat.
very, very popular. And so coming out of the 220 space, we were the hottest bat company. Then we go into the 240 space, and had some success there, but we want more success there. So what we're looking to do is stay on that cutting edge, right? Always be looking ahead, not behind. And I think that our engineering and R&D crew come up with some real winners here, and the reviews from the field have been nothing but phenomenal. So we're ready to rock and roll when these new models hit. So you'll see around April of next year we'll have a couple new platforms that I think are going to kind of put us back in the space that we're used to being in. So
you can find those at headbangersports.com.
Yeah.
Or any other major retailer. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you got to say it the right way. Or DeMarini.com.
Or DeMarini.com. I apologize. Yeah.
So or headbangersports.com.
Yeah, or headbangersports.com.
And Brian's over there smiling. He likes
you
that. That's
Google
the part
HB
of it
Sports. You
can
Google Headbangers.
He's trying not to laugh, but he's inside his mouth. But yeah. So, but yeah, we're extremely excited about these new platforms, and I think that you guys will be too.
Yeah.
And again, the designs. I mean, you guys have seen our bats for the last 20 years or whatever. I think as far as graphics go, they do as good a job as anybody. Our graphics and design team. So.
No, I love DeMarini. DeMarini is a good company.
I appreciate that. Yeah, we do.
You got some good people that work here.
Huh?
Got some good people that work there.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
All right. So getting into, I want to kind of go through, like, you went to Military Worlds this year. We talked about that a little bit last episode. What was your thought on how the tournament was run, and kind of what are you looking forward to next year?
Well, I think the venue is really, really solid. I think, the city of Augusta, they welcome you with open arms there. So that was good. You got to, the Military Worlds to me is special. And the reason why is because, even pre-COVID, you were getting teams from all over the world really coming into play in that. And I know because, COVID restrictions and things like that, they kind of cut back on it a little bit. But I think the best part of that tournament, aside from the fellowship and being around our players and everything, is the camaraderie, and, you guys obviously had a huge, booth set up there.
Mm-hmm.
I know you guys had a really successful weekend in Augusta, and, Dustin and Jeff and Brett and all those guys do I think a great job.
Yeah.
And you always want to give those guys a shout out because that's a lot of work, to getting ready and preparing for that event. You got a lot of moving parts.
Sure.
Umpires, obviously the field, the weather was great, right? So we really didn't have any weather issues.
It definitely wouldn't have happened in Vieira this year.
100% helps.
Well, you missed Wednesday. Wednesday was bad weather.
Well, I think I got there Thursday. So.
Yeah.
But
driving around on his golf cart all day.
I didn't have one there.
Oh,
I was on foot.
Just used Cody.
Yeah, I was actually on foot. Yeah, Cody did have. He had impressive rig.
He doesn't have a golf cart. He has a monster.
No, it's
truck.
Would he buy it?
I don't know. He
rent
got some kind of deal on it.
Well, he bought it. It's like a $20,000 golf cart.
Yeah, it looks like Bigfoot of
but
golf
he got
carts.
it for like a really good
put
price.
it on the back of his truck and bring it to tournaments.
Yeah, he just brings a trailer.
Cody
brings it.
Yeah.
Cody Stack.
He has to run and jump in it though. It's so big. It's got 1,200 watts of a stereo system on it.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, I think you get air sick sitting in it.
It's
that's
like
a high.
it's really
Pit
big.
My
Right.
ride or Pit My golf cart.
Yeah,
It's
it's definitely Pit My golf cart.
Yeah,
And it's like a firefighter theme, which for him, he's not a firefighter, so it makes no sense.
No.
I don't know why he take all the stickers off.
We
but-
talked about it before, but we didn't kind of make it work. But I think we're going to bring Rack next year. Rack's going to walk around and talk to everybody and have some fun.
yeah. Rack, you'll have a great time at that.
I
Because
try to get him
again,
from this year.
A lot of
Yeah.
good people, man.
there's a lot of good people there, and like I said, me being a veteran and everything, it kind of brings it all together. And again, the camaraderie is what I look at. The games are the games. You're going to have, like on the varsity level there, you're going to have the same group of teams, fighting out for first place. But honestly, I mean, to me, the biggest thing about that tournament is the camaraderie. I mean, the guys get to see each other that maybe serve together in other, bases or parts of the world and stuff. And they all come together in one place and play a little softball. It's very competitive too.
It's like a family reunion.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. And Mike, I mean, I tell you that Chick-fil-A in Augusta, when you guys leave,
Oh yeah,
their business, they take a
hit.
huge hit,
Because we were spending like $80 a day at Chick-fil-A.
I mean, those plastic boxes you got over
Oh,
there.
John Natale, I'd be happy.
Yeah, no, you seriously, I mean, they were eating chicken minis out of boxes that size.
It wasn't that bad.
No, it wasn't. They were big. Don't even try sugarcoating it.
We got big guys there, man.
We had 2 platters, and we were just feeding everybody.
Family
that came
platter
over.
for 4 people.
Did you eat any?
I did.
Okay, then.
I did. Thank
Calm
you.
down.
I did.
No, you said
that's why I needed
had
2
nice-
platters.
it's not. Thank you guys.
Yeah, I didn't get to look like this, not eating chicken minis. So I'll just throw that out there.
My pleasure. I'm sorry.
No,
my pleasure.
Listen, don't act like your hand wasn't in that box either.
It was because I was hungover every night.
I know you
so.
were. I'm not going to bring that up, but you just did. So, yeah.
It's military world. You go there to drink and sell bats.
So, Rack actually.
In which order?
Drink
first.
Drink. In that group, it was all drink first.
Drink
Let's
first,
get to work
bats
after,
second.
and then we'll roll through it after.
And we had our best worlds ever. Go figure.
Yeah.
I run a tight ship.
Did you not know he would take credit for that, Chris?
No, he did a great job.
Yeah, Mike Talbot,
factory hitter. Nothing but love from that one. He did a great job.
Well, when you're a factory hitter, you only bring your best.
Well, it's like a factory golfer now.
Well, I'm not like a factory golfer. Nobody wants to golf anymore.
Dude, I still want to golf. We made it 42 minutes before bringing up golf.
Well, we told Corny to calm down. We're trying to set a record again.
Oh, really?
Huh. We talk about golf usually like in the first.
Actually hit the ball pretty good last time we played.
A lot better than I did.
I mean, for a guy that plays once a year, I mean,
Chris talked me into getting a golf membership at this country club,
right?
So we can be all sedity and stuff. And we've been like 4 times.
Hey man, I got kid.
I got 2. I'm free.
I'm literally. It's like we had 7 tournaments in 8 weeks, and they're all 5-day tournaments.
I'm free.
So guess what I was doing all summer.
And I'll vouch for that, Chris, because I've talked to you many times. You're at the ball field.
At the ball field. So, it's my favorite place to be with my kid.
You came down and you golfed as me.
That's right.
Oh,
yeah. And they said it was a huge improvement.
Cut that.
Did you hear that?
So that was a huge improvement.
These guys said, hey, that was a huge improvement on having Talbot out here. They said, you play all the time? I said, no, once a year.
Lowered his handicap in one game.
Hey, man, we played good this week.
Whacking him off the tee, putting.
I'm free Saturday and Sunday, just an FYI. Just throwing it out there. No soccer this weekend.
So for any of you golfers that live in the Stewart area, Mike's available.
Please, I'm trying to get out.
You hear that, Brian? You extend your stay here.
Clubs are in the truck.
I'll go right.
He's a professional
I'll go right now. We can leave right here. I'll go.
The pros bring their clubs with them.
That's right.
They carry them everywhere they go.
So, Rack, what's on your agenda today? Anything fun and spectacular?
Well, I'm actually meeting some family. I guess Gigi's cousin and her husband, and we're going to Top Golf. So there is some golf in my day today. And then, after that, I got I lead a youth group on Wednesdays, and this is like the Halloween party. Yeah, so I got to figure out a costume. So if you guys have ideas, let me know. But
pretend like you're a baseball player.
Okay, there you go. That'll work.
I'm pretty sure you got some Nats gear you can throw on.
Yeah. No, I definitely could.
Do you have an idea as to what you want to do?
No, I really don't. I think my co-leader's going to be Mario, so maybe I should be like Luigi or something. I don't know.
Luigi's a cool one anyway.
Ooh, you should be Toad.
I could be. There you go. Yeah.
I seen a video the other day.
Have you seen the Mario movie? The new one?
No.
It's really good. But the first part of it, he's with Toad. You should be Toad.
Okay. I like that. I'll do some research. I just might be Toad. I'll send you guys a picture if I am.
And then you can do your Ice Spice dance as Toad.
There you go.
Oh, have you heard anything?
Yes, actually I have. You guys could be the first to know.
Uh-oh. So he tried out with Savannah Bananas.
Did you really?
I had a phone call yesterday, and I'm going to be a banana.
Let's
go.
Oh, here we go. We'll have to get Adam Copley your information, man.
Congratulations, bro. You excited or what?
Yeah, I'm super excited, man. It's gonna be cool. They got a sweet little setup, and I think mid-January, I'll report, and then we'll just be along for the ride next year, I guess. But I'll still be doing all my content stuff. Oh, I'm still doing all of it, dude.
No. What I'm talking about, what Mike said last time. Did you get Rack's third base corner?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I got you. Yeah, I'll set up the post, the HB Rack's corner on the field every game.
Remember, 808. We need 808 for the number.
Okay, yep. That's right, for Bob. Oh, no, I made sure to tell him all the notes that you guys had.
We appreciate it, man. And we just want to we're just looking out for you.
We also need tickets because, we got to come support our boy.
Well, shoot, I think how far are you guys from Palm Beach?
Not far.
I thought you were in Palm Beach this year.
I think there are.
I pulled up the schedule last month, I think, and I didn't see one for Palm Beach because I missed it last year. and that's only like 20 minutes from us. So if that's the case, then we're definitely going to have you here. We'll go golfing, and then we'll do a little live demo or something.
We can actually do it in studio podcast with all three of us.
Whoa, yeah.
And we'll turn him into.
Or we'll just go live from the bananas.
We could do that too.
Yeah, let me see. Okay, here we go. I got it pulled up here. Let's see if they have it. They better.
Have you been to a bananas game yet, Mike?
I have not. I think they were in Kannapolis, actually, and I was on the road at a Slowpitch event, so I didn't get to see them. But my son, I think my son and his girlfriend went and saw one of the games that they had there in Kannapolis. So we got a beautiful park in downtown Kannapolis with the Cannonballers play, and it's really cool. And I talk to Adam Copley a lot, and
old Bat Jesus,
Bat Jesus, and he talks about him a lot and stuff. And I know they're I've seen some of their stuff like on YouTube and on even some of the sports casts they have, local stuff, and they're really entertaining.
It's fun. It's a lot of fun.
It's like the Harlem Globetrotters of baseball.
We actually might get a sponsor now. We got a banana on the podcast.
Shoo! Sponsored by DeMarini and Celsius.
Exactly. Well, Wilson, Evo Shield.
I mean, Celsius is in. They're in like Palm Beach,
Yeah.
So they should sponsor.
Are they really?
Yeah, they're like right.
I
down
didn't
the
know
road.
that.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna have the bananas and Celsius all in one spot. So are they in Palm Beach or what?
They're not, dude. I looked it up. That I guess Tampa Bay, Jacksonville are the only Florida ones.
So
Tampa Bay's
Tampa's like
close enough.
3
That's
hours
3
away
hours.
for us, 2 hours.
Oh, I guess. Oh, Miami too.
Well, that works. What is it? Yeah, it's close.
I didn't know they're out of Boca. That's cool. Celsius, we are a local company.
We are local.
So have they told you, how did the call go? I want to did it ring? Hey, Rack, you're going to be a banana. Like, how did it go?
It's funny. I actually got I got a video of like the whole thing. Of course, that's like, what I do. I have to get video of everything. Oh, they're playing in Miami Stadium. That's what that is. Okay. Lone Depot Park. I didn't recognize the name, but that's cool.
It's changed about 3
Which one's Lone
times.
Depot? Is that
I'm a
like-
Marlins
That's
fan.
a new
That's a
name.
Marlins fan?
Yeah.
Oh, they're going to play there?
Yeah.
And we got to actually, thanks to Wilson, actually, in Louisville, we got to present the Silver Slugger to Luis Raz.
I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
we're going to give it to him next year too, because didn't he win it
He
again?
deserves it. The guy's a stud.
That's awesome. But yeah, dude, the call was, they told me on Monday, like, hey, we got to FaceTime tomorrow. I was like, all right, cool. And then, they hopped on the call. They asked kind of what my plans were for the next few years. And, like it's my plan to be like, first and foremost, like, coach Rack and make, helpful baseball content. That's kind of my ultimate goal. But, so I told them that, but I would also love to also be a banana player. Then they were like, well, you're gonna have to, rearrange your schedule next year because you're gonna be on the bananas. So, and I'm excited because I know that they're filling rosters for a couple other teams too. Party Animals probably need a few guys, and then they now have the new team, the Firefighters. So I wasn't sure which team I'd get placed on, but it looks like I will be on the bananas. So yeah, then we just chatted details, contract stuff, and then that was it.
Congratulations,
Congrats.
man. That's really cool.
Have you guys seen the banana Wilson glove they made?
We have.
I mean, it's
really cool.
what,
An exclusive.
25 inches, 30 inches?
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
You haven't seen, Brian, you've seen that, haven't you? The big bananas glove they made? That thing is impressive.
I gotta see this.
Now, Mike would use that.
I
He would use that in slow pitch. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, pitching.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hell yeah.
Dare
Knock
you to
it
hit
down.
it through here.
Come on.
Yeah.
Bring it up here.
What are you going to be swinging?
I don't know. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting because my this is cool. I didn't. Okay, I got sidetracked here. I'm looking at all these details. I know. I'm looking. You guys see it. I'm like, I got sent this glove and I just realized it's a limited. Anyways, okay, I'm focused now. What bat am I going to be swinging? I think there's going to be some complications because Bruce Bolt and I are on an exclusive with, say, batting gloves, right? But Savannah Bananas are actually exclusive, like, Wilson, Louisville Slugger, Evo Shield, all that. So I'm not allowed on my Bruce Bolt contract to wear any protective gear or batting gloves. That's not Bruce Bolt. But the Bananas players aren't allowed to wear any protective gear that's not Evo Shield. So
You got a decision to make, big
You
man.
got a good decision to make.
You got a
there.
big
That's
decision
tough.
to make.
well, I think my plan at the moment, at least, is just wear no protective gear and bare hands on the bat. Like I think that's what I'm gonna have to roll with.
I love that.
It's gonna get there.
It's old school.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll just spit on my hands. If anyone asks, like, and I'm like, hey, I got to do what I got to do. Because that's the thing. Like, Bruce Bolt's been awesome. And I want to, I want to stay true to them. And realistically, they're the best gloves out there. I firmly believe it as far as the ones that I've used. And so I want to keep that relationship good. And obviously, I got my own, Bruce Bolt model coming out next year. So I'll still be, able to use that stuff off the field and in my own videos, but it'll have to be like completely separate from the bananas. Like I can't wear my banana gear while I make those kinds of videos. So it'll be an interesting situation there.
Apparently they liked your twerking then, huh? You did a good job.
I guess that's what sold them, man. It was the dance.
It was a podcast.
Yeah, I think
No,
so.
it was a podcast.
It's definitely a podcast, beyond the fence.
And your relationship with Mike Talbot.
Our 36 followers.
Yeah, don't forget that. We got to give
Got
Mike
you
some
in there?
credit here.
Absolutely, man. One liner, Mike.
I don't have a relationship. He doesn't even text me. I talk to Rack once a
Really?
week.
He doesn't text anybody.
That's true. He doesn't even.
I don't
answer
text
unless
back
you call him-
anyone.
unless you call him Robert.
Yeah, I have to call him Robert, and then I get his attention.
Yeah, no. If you say Robert Anthony, then I think I'm in trouble, and I'm like, oh shoot.
Actually, aren't they playing a national stadium next year?
They're playing all over the place in some big stadiums, right?
Yeah, Fenway Park, Citizens Bank Park.
That's like a homecoming for you, bro.
Mm.
I know. Yeah. Fun fact. I don't know. I can't remember if I mentioned this previously, but the Nationals have not sold out a home game since they won the World Series in 2019.
And now you're going to sell at a home game in at National Stadium.
Yeah. There you have it.
In your face, Nationals.
One-liner Mike.
See what you missed?
Could have been Rack's corner here all the time.
That's crazy, man.
That's right, dude.
Series, and then they cut everybody that got into the World Series and they're just lost them. See ya.
Yeah.
Can't
They
afford 'em.
basically did like the A's, except the A's just don't win.
You know who else doesn't win? The Phillies. Lost that.
That's tragic, dude.
Terrible. At least
We
Houston
all
didn't get there.
we all picked them too.
Yeah. I'm 0 for 2. I had Phillies
At least,
and Houston.
at least me and Rack got the Rangers.
It's kind of like the Buccaneers post Brady, right?
Yeah, I hear
You had to
that.
throw that in.
Guy, we got a
kinda
ring in
like
the last. We got a ring in the last few years. Let's not
Yeah.
go there. Who's your football team?
Miami all the way. Dolphins
Okay.
in there again.
The only thing you can hang your hat on is an undefeated season.
Well, it's still better than what the Buccaneers have done.
We
You guys had to
Super
see.
Bowl.
Actually,
Here we go.
Oh, y'all had a season where you didn't win a game.
That's fine.
So
We
almost
probably
like
you
got
want to go
Giants.
We probably
undefeated
got
or
a-
winless?
We probably got a really good draft pick out of that.
It really helped you.
I wish they would do that this year too. Actually, no, I
Litany
don't.
of 9
now,
and 7
'cause-
seasons and 7-9. Something to hang your hat on.
Calm down, Corny. Hey, you know what?
So
Just saying.
when is the official
Swing the loo.
announcement going live?
Dude, I'm waiting on them. I made a whole video about it, and I was like locked and loaded, literally about to upload it into TikTok, and then they were like, "Oh wait, we got to approve anything you post," and I was like, "Okay,
For like moving forward or for the announcement?
Or for like banana stuff.
yeah, that's what I'm talking about for the banana stuff."
Gotcha.
In this video that you did, are you unpeeling a banana?
No bananas were to be found in the video.
Come on, Rack.
No bananas are damaged in this video.
Too bad we couldn't get him that glove.
This was the perfect time for you to recreate the tangerine
It's not
spirals
too late. He hasn't gone live yet.
Yeah, no, that's true.
with the banana.
Need a minivan to carry it. But
Can you see that?
Oh yeah, I can see it. Nice.
Look how massive that thing is.
I love that. Is that the one that the guy with stilts wears?
Is that who wears it on stilts? The guy on
you were.
stilts?
I was saying, if you wear that glove, you go from Rack's corner to Rack's side of the field.
Yeah, that's right. I got unlimited range with that thing.
We store that in an airplane
The
hangar
real
up in
question
Chicago.
is there something in there that actually makes the top of the glove close? I can't imagine trying
I know.
to squeeze it.
You have to have a very strong hand.
So
Like,
is,
is there
have you
like a
spoke to
button
Dalton
in
about
there?
this yet, or what?
No, I haven't, dude. I haven't. Yesterday was such a whirlwind. I've told like my parents and you guys and like my videographer, and that's pretty much it, dude. So I want to post about it, but they were like, you gotta wait till we get permission from so and so, and then all that good stuff.
You didn't want to get fired on your day off, Rack.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't think this is the way I see it. Like, I have like a superpower with my social media following, because if I ever like, I don't know, if the bananas were to cut me because I posted the announcement too early, like, what are they? They couldn't do that, like it wouldn't work. There's some 12-year-old to be very angry about it.
No, that's awesome, man. We're happy for you. I'm sure Wilson is going to love that. That might help with some other things like NYABC and such for the Wilson side of things too.
Yeah, definitely.
Rack literally only has like 3 minutes of conversation on here. This is the first
I know, this
episode
is
he
the
didn't
first.
talk.
I was one liner rack today.
Yeah, one liner Rack.
That's what happens when you get me up at 7 a.m. It's like the brain's still waking up. Everything's in slow motion.
You keep picking the time.
I do it to myself.
You like the punishment.
Well, Courtney, thank you very much for coming on. We
Oh, it's
appreciate
always
you
a
being
pleasure.
here. Our
Yep.
relationship with you, obviously, we appreciate that. And, you know, I guess everybody on the DeMarini Slowpitch side will be really excited for what's to come.
Yes, sir.
Oh, come on, give it to him one time. Come on. This is your time to shine.
What?
We coming, baby.
Oh, we coming. Yeah.
Hard. We coming hard.
We coming.
You can't add the hard part.
Yeah, Chris had to ruin it. Yeah,
You
thanks,
said
Chris.
it. I'm just re-quoting. This is
No.
Mike Cornell. It's going to be in quotes, and it's going to be a meme. It's going to say, "We coming hard."
Yep. We're not doing that. We're just the front part is enough. Thanks, Chris.
No, we're all good. I appreciate you, man.
Hashtag swing the D.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or the D.
That'll be the
swinging.
second. That's the second part. Yeah. Swing the
We
D.
coming.
Yep. But hey,
All
guys, I appreciate y'all, man.
Mhm.
You know, appreciate you inviting me in for this, and you know, we're gonna keep fighting the fight, and you know, we'll continue to bring great products to the field, and we appreciate you guys a lot.
And we're excited
appreciate
to see Rack
you.
in a Wilson banana hammock.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right,
I
guys.
love it.
Jack, I expect to see you on one of your podcasts with that glove. I want to see it. That big bananas glove. We got to get you one of those, man.
Oh, definitely, dude. I would love that. That'd be perfect.
All right, until next time, make sure you guys head over to headbangersports.com and shop the D today because they coming.
We coming.
We coming.
We coming.
Hard.
Later, guys.